Is it possible to see a thought? Usually we live within our thoughts, whether they be anger, worry, or hope. Most thoughts flow unconsciously, but the moment we become aware of that flow, we experience the presence of the one who sees. Then we must ask, is it possible to see a thought? The verb to see is usually reserved for what the eyes perceive, but thoughts are invisible to the eye. So here, seeing is closer in meaning to being aware of. When we feel that we can see a thought, what's actually happening is that awareness has separated itself from the thought it observes. This awareness is close to what Zen Buddhism calls mind, a state of consciousness that remains even after thought has dissolved. For example, we may be walking and suddenly fall into worry. In that moment we are swept away by thought. But once we notice that worry, a seat of awareness appears. This small distance is the beginning of being awake. At that point, what matters most is not to judge. Don't ask if the thought is good or bad, right or wrong. Just recognize that it has arisen. Only then can we stop being entangled in it. And in that moment, we begin to understand. A thought is not the self. It is merely a phenomenon arising to the self. That is the meaning of seeing a thought. But here lies a quiet danger. The moment we become aware that we are observing thought, we may once again fall into its grasp. The awareness that says, I am seeing my thoughts, can itself become another shape of thought. In truth, thoughts naturally fade, and what remains is the mind itself. But if we cling to the idea that I am the one clearing my thoughts, even that effort becomes entangled in illusion. We live each day with countless thoughts passing through us. But to truly see a thought, that experience is rare. So today, let us pause even just a few times and ask ourselves quietly, what am I thinking right now? Then without judgment, simply observe the thought. That is the beginning of seeing a thought. And slowly we begin to polish the paper mirror of the self. We let the mud settle. As murky water clears when left undisturbed, so too will thought, if we gently watch. And in that stillness, we remain.